Allegations against a civil rights icon. I'll share what we know as more people speak about their experiences next. Plus, here in Corpus Christi, the city is putting millions of dollars towards the Evangeline groundwater project. But what would that project actually do? We'll break that all down for you coming up. Chris 6 News at 5 starts right now. Thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. We start with new information tonight about allegations of sexual abuse by the late labor leader Cesar Chavez. Ruby Rivera reports.
In a statement, the UFW says they've received reports that their co-founder, Cesar Chavez, was allegedly involved in the abuse of young women or minors. The union goes on to say it has not received any direct reports and does not have first-hand knowledge of the claims, but describes the allegations as deeply disturbing and felt compelled to take further action. The UFW says it's now working with outside experts to set up an independent, confidential process for anyone who may have experienced harm to come forward, share their experiences, and access support. Rather than taking part in celebrations, the union is instead encouraging people to take part in immigration justice events and acts of service to support farm workers that help empower people in their own communities. The Cesar Chavez Foundation also putting out a statement reading in part, quote, "The foundation is working with leaders in the farm worker movement to be responsive to these allegations, support people who may have been harmed by his actions, and ensure we are united and guided by our commitment to justice and community empowerment."
And Dolores Huerta, who worked side by side with Chavez, came out today and said she was also abused by Chavez. She says she kept the secret for over 60 years because she didn't want to hurt the movement she spent her life fighting for. She continued saying she experienced 2 separate sexual encounters with Cesar. She says the first time she was manipulated into having sex with him, and that the second time she was forced against her will. Governor Greg Abbott announced that the state of Texas will not observe the Cesar Chavez Day holiday and will work to remove the day across the state. Well, local organizers of the annual Cesar Chavez March are speaking out over the allegations. March organizer Nancy Vera told Nina Martinez from our sister station, Caja Telemundo, they've decided to cancel next Saturday's Cesar Chavez March. Labor activist Dolores Huerta was supposed to attend.
I thought, what courage. What valor in saying these things that should inspire all women to come forward. She's a survivor. She doesn't want to be called a victim because she's a survivor.
Vera added that the local level, the movement is shifting its focus towards creating spaces for dialogue, education, and support for survivors while continuing the fight for farm workers' rights.
As unions who have sponsored, as labor, who have always devoted our work to the working families, to the children, to education, to fair wages and dignity in the workplace, I think that we must carry on that legacy of Dolores Huerta.
This year would have marked the 25th annual Cesar Chavez March in Corpus Christi. And the Corpus Christi Police Department is investigating the city's latest murder. Just after 9 last night, police got a welfare concern call. After questioning an individual, they went to the 7400 block of Sky King Drive. When detectives searched the home, they found a body of a woman inside. A man identified as Christopher Reynold was arrested for murder. The dead woman's name has not been released. We also have an update on the 5 people that were shot in Port Aransas on Saturday night. 3 remain in the hospital, with 2 of them in the ICU. The 2 others are out of the hospital. A GoFundMe has been set up for the family. Continuing coverage on our water crisis, it was a late night at City Hall as city leaders met to discuss our water supply. The City Council agreed to explore seawater desalination options at the Barney Davis Power Plant. Corpus Christi Water also unveiled 6 new models or scenarios that would help determine when to go into a level 1 water emergency. City Council voted on putting millions of dollars towards the Evangeline groundwater project. City Manager Peter Zanoni told Council that Evangeline would be the project that keeps Corpus Christi out of a level 1 water emergency. But at that same meeting, city leaders were shown that the project going online is only part of the best case scenario, which is determined by factors outside the city's control. Members acknowledging that risk.
You know, I hope that we don't have to go through that. I hope the administrative law judge sees that we're following all the rules.
What is it? Here we are spending funds on a speculative investment that we don't know where it's going to go because there's no certainty.
Now, let's take a look at the Evangeline thus far. In 2019, a production permit was issued to the city of Corpus Christi by the San Patricio County Groundwater Conservation District for 24 million gallons of water a day. Over the next few years, the project would be fine-tuned. In August of last year, the City Council approved a draft agreement with Evangeline Laguna Water LP to transport groundwater through the Mary Rhodes pipeline. That same month, the cost for the project was estimated at $840 million at the start of this year. Permits for the project were submitted to the Conservation District, but in February, protests filed against Evangeline included one by the city of Sinton, which threw the project into limbo. Now, following yesterday's council meeting, we know that the permits will be heard before an administrative law judge, but no date is set. It would now bring in only 4 million gallons if it becomes online in November. But if any protests filed against Evangeline go into contested case hearings, it could set the project back by 2 years. When asked if Corpus Christi Water would shift its focus away from Evangeline based off their models, Chris Six was provided the following statement. The city of Corpus Christi remains fully committed to this critical infrastructure project and its importance to long-term water security for the region. Additionally, they recognize the timeline is subject to several factors outside of the city's control. However, they want to assure the public they are actively working to advance the project as efficiently as possible. Now, one thing we are all desperate for is some rain, and city leaders are hoping we get some in the next couple of months. When I spoke to City Manager Peter Zanoni yesterday about when he would declare a level 1 water emergency, he stated they are hoping for some spring rain based on this area's 30-year average. Take a listen.
And so we know that the March and April and even a little May timeframe are based on 30-year averages, good opportunities for rain.
Our Chris Six weather team pulled the data for us. According to this 30-year average, March gets 2.28 inches and April gets 204, with May seeing 3 and 38 inches, totaling around 7 inches of rain. Robstown city leaders are meeting tonight to talk water. The Nueces County Water Control and Improvement District 3 will brief them on our current water levels, their impact on operations, and what Stage 3 restrictions would look like. Stephanie Molina will be there getting all the answers for neighbors tonight at 10. The weather's warming up outside, and that means many neighbors are heading out to some local events. One that takes place every week is the Grow Local Farmers. That's where Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber is at tonight. Hi, Steph. How's it looking out there?
Hey, Clara, a beautiful stretch of weather here means I get to get out of the studio and have some fun. But tonight's Grow Local Farmers Market is a little extra special. We are celebrating 14 years of this organization. So in case you're not familiar, this happens downtown at the Arts Center. I wanted to give you a little inside perspective as to what we're celebrating tonight. And with me is Carmelinda, who's going to tell me about what special things are happening at this farmers market to celebrate all of the amazing work that's gone on with our community.
So today's an amazing day to come out to the Grow Local Farmers Market. The last 14 years we've used to connect families to local farmers and vendors and business members here. And so today the way we're celebrating is by giving back to the community. Right. And for the first 100 kids who come in, they're going to receive $5 in veggie vouchers. So that means they can shop around and get produce, vegetables, fruit-bearing plants. Mm-hmm. And another thing that we have is we're going to have a local chef. Her name is Whitney Brown. And she's going to be doing a live cooking demonstration. And the really awesome thing about this is that she has purchased everything here from this market.
Wow.
So we'll have a recipe card, so you can take home with you and do it yourself at home.
All right, so kind of like trial and error. If you don't feel confident, she's going to guide you through it. It's like we're bringing the Food Network to the Coastal Bend.
Exactly. Yep. And so we're going to be continuing this project throughout the year, but because of this celebration, we're going to have free face painting, and we also always invite nonprofits to come to our market. And today it's special to me because I love dogs. We have the Gulf Coast Humane Society, and they have some really special pups that are looking for a forever home and some cuddles. And Project Turnaround is here, and they're giving away free books. So whether you're looking for some fresh food, produce, enjoy the weather because it's amazing out here, and just enjoy time with your family because the Art Center always has an arts and craft area inside the market, inside their Art Center. So come out, enjoy the day.
Yeah, and this is the perfect weather for it too. Thank you for giving us the lowdown on the party that's happening here. We have great weather all around the Coastal Bend, but here downtown, we're on the bayfront. Breeze isn't that bad. It feels very comfortable out here. This party's going on until about 8 o'clock, and there's a lot to check out. So I'll bring you more from here at the Arts Center and the Farmers Market, plus your forecast ahead.
All right, Steph, we'll check in with you later. Could the lack of TSA agents cause airports to start shutting down? We'll look at one TSA official that said Corpus Christi International's response when we come back.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
As the TSA continues to face major worker shortages, some airports could be at risk of shutting down. Here's what the acting TSA deputy administrator had to say.
So the reality of the situation is this is going to get worse before it gets better if we don't see any sort of action from Congress.
He says closing smaller airports may be an option, but didn't say which airports would be affected. Right now, resources are stretched thin. At least 300 workers have quit since the start of the partial shutdown. Could that happen at our local airports like CCIA? Well, airport officials sent us a statement that says, in part, that as of right now, they have no concerns regarding the closure of any checkpoints or the airport itself. And could the United States Postal Service run out of money? That's what Postmaster General David Steiner is warning Congress about. He says the Postal Service has lost $9 billion in the past 2 years. The Postal Service relies on sales and some federal funds, but does not receive any money from taxes.
Hey everybody, it's a party out here at the Arts Center in downtown Corpus Christi. The usual Wednesday farmers market is celebrating something special. When we come back, I'll tell you what's going on and what your forecast is looking like for the next 7 days. All that ahead. Hey everybody, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. If you are not used to coming out to the Arts Center for the farmers market here, the Grow Local South Texas Farmers Market, this is a great time to be introduced to the event. There's a lot of fun happening behind me, vendors selling things, live music. I know our executive producer, Ileana Martinez, would love the music that is happening right now. She's a big Swiftie, but extra special fun happening tonight to celebrate 14 years of Grow Local South Texas. This is where we have our neighbors coming to bring the best of the best. What you can't see behind the camera, a lot of pickled vegetables, goods. We've got face painting to celebrate tonight, local honey and eggs, all kinds of goodies. There's too much to name out here. In fact, I saw one of my own friends out here and she gifted me apparently this amazing pineapple salsa that I'm going to have to try tonight. So I'll tell you about it. But come on out. They're going to be festivities all the way through 8 o'clock. And of course, the Arts Center is out here. Take the kids. They usually have some free arts and crafts that you can participate as a family. And tonight, we're getting a cooking demo, too, from a local chef using ingredients from right here. So it's kind of like a whole Coastal Bend mixorama of fun to celebrate Grow Local South Texas. But how's the weather looking for coming out tonight? Obviously, I have like the superstar effect going on with my hair right here, a little bit of a breeze coming in off the bay. But overall, this is a good night. We had a pretty nice day where temperatures have been pretty mild, but warmer today. We started off in the 50s, 60s for some neighborhoods here in Corpus Christi, and we've warmed up nicely to the 70s. There's plenty of sunshine out here, and the breeze, it's bringing a little more humidity, which is actually going to help us out. It's going to keep those temperatures in check as we head through the overnight period. So we woke up to 45 here in Corpus Christi. Didn't have as much cloud coverage to help blanket us in. Topped out at a high of 77. That's right on the mark. Average temperature for this time of year. So as we go through the next couple of days, a little more humidity, a little more warmth in the temperatures, and it's generally going to make the very sunny conditions and rain-free conditions, we're going to make the most of it. Some visitors are here in the Coastal Bend on their spring break, even though locally we wrapped up ours last week for the most part. I think this weather is definitely going to call you out to enjoy everything that's going on. While most of us sink through the 70s over the next couple of hours, the breeze is going to stick around just a little bit. But again, that's bringing humidity, which helps us out. So here's what we're looking at for the next couple of hours. Temperatures dropping into the 60s as we head towards sunset, but there isn't a huge drop in temperatures, and you'll notice more clouds like what we had this afternoon. So heading into the next 7 days, spring is starting, and we are looking at some warmer weather here. We're talking 80s as we head into the next couple of days. We're talking upper 80s for Saturday and likely into Sunday as well. Now, while there's no rain in my 7-day forecast, there are some early indications that we might have a slim chance as we head on into the end of next week. It's too early to tell, but overall the weather pattern for now, high pressure dominates. It's sunshine and nice weather, spring-like weather as we head into the last couple of days of winter. Ironically, when spring starts on Friday, that's when we're going to see some very summer-like weather with those warm temperatures. I think some inland neighborhoods will definitely have a run at 90 degrees. So that's the latest in your forecast. And what's going on here in downtown Corpus Christi? I'll bring you more of the fun coming up in just a few.
All right, Steph, thank you so much. Gas prices are still high across the country, and according to Gas Buddy, the current national average for a gallon of gas is $3.86. The average price in Texas, while lower than the national average, ticked up again today to $3.57. Here in Corpus Christi, we went up again slightly, with us now sitting at $3.59 per gallon. President Donald Trump's nominee to replace Kristi Noem as the Department of Homeland Security, Markwayne Mullin, was questioned in front of the Senate today. One of those questions involved the shooting by immigration officers in Minnesota earlier this year. Here's what he had to say.
It's very clear that an officer had to make a split decision in that case as the car was running towards him and did strike him. At that point, that car becomes a lethal weapon.
I told the media that I was a freaking...
Mullin needs 50 votes to be in the Senate to be confirmed. Currently, Republicans hold 53 of the 100 seats in the U.S. Senate. Well, close to 1,000 employees are now heading back to work following a judge ruling earlier this week. This is related to the Voice of America, which is under the U.S. Agency for Global Media. Cuts were made at the agency earlier this year after President Trump limited the broadcast from 49 languages and available in over 100 countries to now just 4 languages. The judge's ruling says that agency cannot cut these positions. Venezuela made history last night, winning the World Baseball Classic. They defeated the United States 3-2 in Miami. The United States also lost 3-2 in the last World Baseball Classic finals back in 2023. Thousands of fans back in Venezuela celebrated the biggest baseball victory in their country's history. The Coastal Bend Food Bank on the city's west side hosted a job fair today, but this wasn't your typical job fair. This event was for very select group of job seekers, people with disabilities. Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend organized the Hires Job Fair. Hire stands for helping individuals reach employment success. The job fair helped disabled job seekers navigate through the process.
I'm really excited that this job fair is here and it's inclusive because, that's what we need. People that are disabled, we need someone that's going to advocate for us, and I feel like this job fair is something that's going to help.
Workforce Solutions of the Coastal Bend says based on the response they got today, they will hold similar job fairs in the future. A high school drone pilot. I'll share what one local high schooler is doing next.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. A Ray Miller High School senior is taking her talents to new heights after turning a robotics class into something much bigger.
I had no thought behind going into this until I started taking this class, and I was like, this is actually really fun.
Now she's a licensed drone pilot after passing her Part 107 exam, joining a field where less than 5% of pilots are women. She hopes to use her skills for things like photography and inspire other girls to take an interest in aviation. Well, did someone say free tuition? That's what the University of Notre Dame plans to offer some students next school year. Here's how it works. If your family makes less than $150,000 a year, you'll get financial aid that covers your entire tuition. If your family makes less than $200,000, you'll get half of your tuition paid for. Families that make less than $80,000 will get help first. We're halfway through the week with our temperatures gradually rising ever since our cool down on Monday morning. But will that continue? And we are joined now by Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Hey, Steph.
Hey, Clara. You know, it was a little chilly this morning. Right at the end, we dropped into the 40s. We didn't have enough clouds to help us out, but there are more clouds today. Either way, feels good now. You'll be sleeping when it's colder early tomorrow morning, right? So get out, make the most of a Wednesday evening. Take advantage of the Grow Local South Texas Farmers Market here at the Arts Center in downtown Corpus Christi. Take a look at all the fun. We've got live music out here, probably the biggest Swiss chart I've ever seen in my life, and a lot of different items from your neighbors that you can participate in. So come on out, say hi. We'll be here till this event will be going on till 8 o'clock. We'll be here through the 6 o'clock newscast to bring you all the latest. Send it back to you, Clara.
All right, Steph, thank you all for watching. Chris 6 News at 5 o'clock. We will see you here at 6.